All right, here we are, Thursday, August 16th, Sportsbit. Betting Insight today, Pauly and Teddy, SBR Picks. I'm at Real Sportsbit on Twitter. He's at Teddy_covers. More NFL preseason coming up. We'll go rapid fire with some of the games on Fridays. We touched on the 3 games tonight and some of the point spread moves as we have a total play of the day in a preseason game coming up. A stat from MLB Network you won't believe in less than 5 minutes. Bad beats, bad bets, bad for the books. All the betting news you need to know in less than 20 minutes. Again, a big move on a Cubs total, 10.5 down to 9. That goes over. That's a bad bet. They win 8-4. Now up 5 games on the loss column in Milwaukee, over Milwaukee and St. Louis. And for the 3rd game in a row, the Padres took money at home and lost to the Angels.
Yeah, I mean, I understand the concept of wanting to bet against the Angels. I'm just not convinced the Padres are the team that you want to be betting on. And certainly when you talk about the Padres laying a price, -$1.25, not a huge price, but a price with San Diego, that was a bad bet yesterday. And as for the Cubs, all of a sudden, Chicago, their season high, over 500. They're making a little move, and the offense has certainly come alive as they travel to Pittsburgh today to take on the Pirates.
Yes, and Lester goes, and his advanced metrics are horrible, and he's lost 3 starts in a row. Padres at home open a 4-game set against the Diamondbacks. Remember, San Diego's 2-18 on the season at home in the first game of a series, and the Diamondbacks just swept them last time they played in San Diego. Bad for the books. Huge win for the Mariners. Leak went 8 innings, no runs, 2 hits. If they would have lost that game and would have been swept and go 4.5 behind Oakland, huge win. Leak is number 1 in ROI for pitchers. They took money, plus 125 down to even, and the under from 9 down to 8.5. Dee Gordon, his 2nd home run of the season and first since April, 2-0 Seattle.
So let me ask you this, Paulie. Do you like games that go nothing into extra innings? I love the drama in a sense. Yeah. On the other hand, from a let's watch this game perspective, gets a little bit slow. That being said, Mariners and under both, well, under the clear right side yesterday. Bettors got that one right. Mariners, nothing into extras. They got a win they absolutely had to have. I'm with you there, Paulie. But those nothing games into extras, get a little bit slow for me.
I love to see that kind of baseball in October as far as these games that take 4.5 hours. Phillies plus 119, to minus 105. Big win at home against the Red Sox. Phillies are great at home as they win 7-4. Astros finally win. They lost 9 in a row at home. 190 up to 220. Hammered the Rockies. Cole pitched well. Off day, and that huge series starts tomorrow at Oakland. Morton gets the ball, followed by Keuchel and Verlander. And Indians Reds total from 9.5 bet down to 9, 4-3 final. All bad for the books.
Yeah, and certainly the Astros continuing to take money despite their struggles. They broke out in a big way last night. And you have to look at Houston and think that was the type of win that could get the momentum rolling for a team that, despite playing 600 baseball this year, hasn't been the least bit profitable. Astros took a ton of money yesterday, a bad result for the books. But Houston will have to go on a big run just to get to even this season against the spread, with using the money lines in play, in order a huge run just to get to even, despite their strong record, because every game laying $2, $2.20. We saw the money pouring on the Astros last night. They got it done in blowout fashion, but Houston needs a big run. They're going to really get their backers in a better state than they're in right now.
This was on MLB Network yesterday, and one thing I agree with, Archer better be lights out here the rest of the way, and as long as he's in Pittsburgh. That trade looks horrible. All the guys they gave up, now you factor in another stud they gave up was the player to be named later. I don't know what the Pirates were doing there, but MLB Network had a great graphic about the new starting pitchers coming over since the trade with the new team. Happ, 3-0 with a 1.89. Lynn, 1-0 with an 0.54. Evaldi, 2-0 with a 2.04. Remember, his first 2 starts, he didn't allow a run before he blew up against the Orioles. Hamels, 2-0 with an ERA of 1. Went 8 innings, gave up 1 hit against the Nationals. He was awesome. Fiers has been good since he came over from Detroit to the A's. Gossman, 1-1 with a 2.77. You can put Glasnow in there for Tampa as well. All combine them, add them all up. 11-1 with an ERA of 2 in 21 games.
So this is a graphic that shows so clearly, couldn't make it any clearer for you. When a veteran pitcher goes from a crappy team to a contender, In July, there's a bump. There's a legitimate bump. We've seen it across Major League Baseball. You haven't made money riding this trend yet. Might not be too late. 11-1 with a 2 ERA, 2.00, Pauly. That is a group of veteran pitchers that recognize they're in a situation they can contribute and make a difference. We've seen the results pay off for backers in those situations. Like the show? Help us keep the lights on. Please make sure to comment, share, and subscribe to all the Sportsbook Review videos. Thanks so much. Best of luck. Enjoy the game.